No, but I'm laughing to myself because I was at the theatre actually in London last week, and the toilet that was the only one that was available was actually in a bit of a state. But you see, in my head, I think, I don't want to come out and all those women to think that I left that toilet in that state. So to a degree, I don't get the old brush on the marigold side, but I do tidy it up. I do tidy it.
She leaves a lovely loo, that Gloria, doesn't she? Oh, the lovely loo.
I'll tell you a very funny story about a loo, actually. It was at Belfast Airport, and it was actually the disabled toilet was the only one that was available. It's rather big. And this woman came up to me, and I'd done my tidying up, and she said to me, "Did you see my mother in there?" And I went, "No." And so when I investigated further, this is awful, actually, she was carrying her mother's ashes back from England to Ireland in a supermarket bag.
Oh, no.
So fortunately, I had not cleared that up. But wouldn't that have been awful?
You tidied up her mother. Oh, that would not have been good.
I wouldn't clean a loo, but I'm obsessive about dog mess. It's one of my main bugbears. And on the common where I walk my dog, I'm quite sort of militant. I walk around going, excuse me, I think you'll find your dog's just done a mess.
Do you?
Oh,
you
yeah.
tackle people?
Well, actually,
what do they say?
Thank you. I suss out the owner first.
I'd suss out the dog first.
I look at the owner and think, is it someone who's going to punch me? if I assess the owner and think that they're not. But I always say that because, you know, a lot of people are on their phones or whatever, or they might genuinely not have noticed. But kids play on the common.
Yeah,
it's
no.
funny
it's
how
not
people
pleasant.
people don't think it's... You know, they
And
don't
look,
notice it, do they? I mean, do you remember...
This is in my area.
Oh!
I took this photo the other day outside a house. They said, "Did your dog do this? Please have the decency to clean it up." I live in a very middle posh area.
Posh area.
You know what you never see now is white dog poo.
No.
You never see white... Now, why is that? There's a question
Sherry,
for somebody to ring in.
You have got to get a lifetime. That's how you're filling up your days.
That's how I sit at home and think, where has that gone? No, it was white.
Do you think...
I think it was something they ate.
Do you think the litter thing, though, the obsession with litter, is a generational thing? Or just as you get older, these things bug you, and when you're young, you don't...
I think it's caring, and people
I mean, did
don't seem to
25-year-old
care.
Joanna Lumley really care about litter? Did she, or is it just because you get
Yeah,
older?
and I think, you know, when
we all
you go
do.
to the city and there are certain cities where the pavements are just covered in old chewing gum and, you know, you come out and you go, ooh, like that. And then you go somewhere... I get more ferocious about it if I'm somewhere beautiful. So the Lake District, if I saw somebody in the Lake District throwing a bit of litter, I would get incensed by that. But in London, I just kind of turn a blind eye.
Would you tackle them?
Yeah. Absolutely.
But what about people who throw things out of car windows as they're driving along? Oh, I cannot bear that. I mean, I would go next to a car and go, what's that, what's that?
No. I just say, I think instinctively you do things, though, sometimes. We were filming in Bromley in the High Street not that long ago, and this young chap, full of studs and everything, he just took a sandwich that he wasn't even threw it on the ground.
No.
And instinctively I went, pick that up and put it in the bin. And the camera crew were saying, maybe not tackle him, you know. But actually he did, in all fairness, he picked it up and put it in the bin.
Well, they would for Gloria Hunniford, they would. Not for anybody else.
Going to get a vigilante litter team going on here. I just worry we're getting too old and dull.